What is up guys, it's your boy Solheim here, back with another Classic WoW video for Season of Discovery. Now today we are doing some economical prep for Phase 2, and it's something I've been doing quite a bit recently, like making investments videos, telling you what I'm personally buying, and what I recommend you guys buy as well. Basically using the cash or the gold that we already have to make more gold when Phase 2 arrives. I'm going to be doing this on my bank character today. I'm just going to be posting some auctions, and the plan is to go through all of the investments I have, a little bit about why I have them, but it's mostly just to show you guys that I am putting my money where my mouth is, and I'm doing the investments myself. I'm not just telling you guys what to buy, I'm actually buying it myself. So when I'm making investments videos and prep videos, it's actually what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and still talking to you guys about how to do it as well, or like why. And many of the investments, they're really bulletproof, to the point where even when everyone is doing the same investments, or most of us are, we are still gonna make a profit. We did the same thing back in Classic WoW in 2019, same thing in TBC Classic, same thing in Wrath Classic. All the time, we know exactly what's coming out in Phase 1, Phase 2 and Phase 3. The thing is, not everyone, even if, let's just say an investment video gets 10,000 views, not 10,000 views out of what? Over 1 million players, that is less than 1% of the player base actually investing, and actually like, yeah, 10,000 is a lot of people, but it's less than 1% of the player base, which means that a lot of people are not preparing, and they're buying what they need out of necessity, and that's how we make gold anyway. Like people being lazy, not preparing ahead of time, and just buying things when they need them. It's the same thing why flipping works as well. You can buy consumables on a Monday, and when the raid resets on a Tuesday, you can make a bunch of gold, because people don't buy what they need before they actually need it. Now, let's talk about my investment plans for Phase 2, all of my investments, what I have, and why I have it. I can also show you a couple of things that I'm personally looking for as well on the auction house at the same time, just to show you guys what I'm personally investing in on like a personal level. So we're just going to post a bunch of auctions, and yes, I know it's best to post it for 2 hours if you're playing the game, but today I have plans, so I'm not going to be online in 2 hours. I'm just going to post them for 8 and hoping that they sell and that I don't get undercut by too much. But for the most part, I usually post it for 2 hours, because you will get undercut in 15 minutes anyway. It really depends on what you're selling. Greens, you might want to put for 8 hours, but if you're doing things like a recipe or crafted items and stuff like that, you will get undercut very, very fast. So most of the time when you're doing 8 hours, you're probably going to be losing gold because of the deposit you're paying. But yeah. But for me right now, it's just I'm going to post these auctions, hope they sell overnight, and check them out tomorrow, and take it from there. Now, let's talk about what I'm buying, why I'm buying it. So let's start this out with showing you all of my investments that I have for Phase 2. And for this, we can go to TSM, which has a full ledger showing you my gold. Now, as you can see on my regular gold here, you can see that it goes up, then goes down, then up again, then down again, and it just has like an up and down trajectory. And the obvious reason for that is the fact that I make gold, and I spend that gold on investments. I feel like having liquid gold in your bags, it's good if you're doing flips. But if you're not doing flips, then investments are pretty much the safest way to go anyway. Like, I've farmed about 300, 400, 500 gold, and my ledger right now should be about 1,000. You can see my total gold earned is 1,678, and my total gold spent is 1,274. And you can see the total profit as well of 400. Top item was a preserved holly, of course. Like, we bought a bunch of those and sold them for a much higher price than we actually bought them for. Well, I tripled my gold on that one, just like a very good flip as well. And expenses, the elemental earth has been one of my biggest expenses. As you can see by hovering over here, we have 751 elemental earth stored up for Phase 2. That's not just a Phase 2 thing, by the way. That's a Phase 2, Phase 3, Phase 4, basically a future investments for who knows when, and I'm just going to sell them when they're at a price where I'm personally happy with how much they have increased. It's a little bit of a risky one. It could be, it really depends. But let's talk about my ledger, exactly what I have. So right now we have a total value of 912 gold, and we have 73 gold right now, or I guess 106 on this account. And this is only my bank account. I have about 200 more gold in liquid gold on my other account, where I'm doing quest for gold, and I'm doing the raid every single week, right? So we have a little bit of gold over there as well, that I'm sometimes transferring to this account when I need to buy something. But for the expenses, we can search this by value, and I'll show you my top investments, and just go down a little bit. As you can see, the bolts are my big investments here. Bolt of Mage Weave, we have 667 of those, and they are in my group for phase 2 investments, so they are probably going to be going up in price, and as you can see, they're already going up in price. I have an average buy price here. I have bought 998 of them, so I do have a couple of them on my second account as well, but we have 667 on this exact account. And as you can see, my average buy price was 19 silver. They're already up to a market value of 24. So at their current value, we have 164 gold stored in Bolt of Mage Weave. We also have Bolt of Rune Cloth, where we have 133 gold in those, and we have 436 of them. As you can see, my average buy price here was 22 silver, and they are currently about 30 silver each. That one has gone up a little bit. Now, Elemental Earth has been going down in price from when I was buying them, so far my percentage here is kind of bad because I bought quite a few of them, but I'm not down too much gold, and I still have faith they will go up eventually. So we have 127 gold in Elemental Earth, and we have 737 of them. We have 895 iron bars, or 53 gold worth of iron bars, as you can see here. No, wait, 65, yeah, 65, and 881 iron bars, as you can see. So we've been buying quite a few of those, and we bought them for an average price of 4 silver each, or 4.75. They have already more than doubled in price from that time, and the funny thing is, I made a video on investing into iron bars where I heavily suggested you buy them for phase 2, or like buy them at their price back then, where they were hovering between 4 and 5 silver each. And I made the video. They didn't really skyrocket, but they gradually went up in price over time, and now they have more than doubled, almost tripled in price, which is really, really good for me personally. Then we have Stone Scale Eel, 53 gold in that one, 895 of those, and this one I just think is a safe investment that will slowly go up in price as we get more gold in the economy. It's not gonna skyrocket, I think, from its current price, but as we get more inflated, more inflation, more gold circulating, the prices will just go up. At the moment, an average gold farm gives you about 10 gold per hour, between 10 and 12-ish, and when we get to level 40, that will probably go up to 20 plus. At level 50, 25 plus, at level 60, 30 plus, so the gold per hour we make will just go up more and more, and then the items that stay in demand will just go up in price as well and give you more gold per hour as well. So Stone Scale Eel, I can realistically see this one doubling in price in phase 2 or phase 3, and then tripling in price later down the line. Now, I'm not going to go through all of them and why I'm buying them, but let's do a couple of more. So we have the recipe for the Elixir of Frost Power. This one I just bought because it was super cheap back during Christmas, and if we end up like Frost Mages being this, the price of this recipe will absolutely skyrocket. So for me, it was a very low risk to a potentially really high reward. Just it went so low in price, I bought them for under 2 gold each, and they're already up quite a bit. As you can see, they're 5 gold average, 20 gold right now on my server, so they have 10 times in price if they sell for that price, obviously. Then we have Jades. We do have 259 Jades, and they have already gone up in price a little bit from when I bought them. I bought them for an average of 10 silver each, and they're currently about 15, so we're getting 50% profit on that one just now. Now this one I've been buying a lot of because first of all, every single mage will want to have 1 jade each for their Priebus wand for phase 2. I think it will also be used quite a bit in skilling up engineering, even blacksmithing, right? Skilling up certain professions will be used quite a bit, and they were just so cheap. They were like 10 silver each, their vendor price was 7, so once again, the risk to reward ratio was really favoring the reward there, and a very low risk on that investment. So I just bought them for that price, and even now for 14 or 15 silver each, it's still a really low risk to a potentially really high reward. Imagine if it's used in a waylaid supply, for example, tier 3 or tier 4 coming in phase 2. the potential upsides here are just massive, and that's the same reason why I've been buying things like, for example, gold bars. They are absolutely useless in phase 1, but they could be so useful in phase 2. Imagine their use in waylaid supplies once again, like the hand-in crates for rep, right? Imagine if they are. They've been vendoring for 6 silver each. I bought 167 of them for 7.99, so 2 silver above vendor price. Once again, really low risk, and they've already almost doubled in price since when I bought them, and they will probably just keep going up until phase 2, and maybe, like, depending on how they work in phase 2, they could absolutely skyrocket. It just really depends. It's a high risk, well, a low risk, high reward investment. It's really speculative. Same thing with the lesser moonstones as well. We bought 166 of those because they were so cheap. Once again, vendor price 6 silver. I bought them for 7 silver each, and I bought 340 of them for that price. So they've just been really cheap. They're still really cheap, by the way, if you want to join that one for the highly speculative investment. They are still under 8 silver, so there's 2 silver between the current auction house price and the vendor price. The potential upsides are massive, and the downsides are very, very small. At most, you're losing, what, 20% of your gold on that one, so that's really nothing. Either way, those are all of my investments. You can see right here. I just wanted to talk about a couple of them, why I'm doing them, but here you go. You can see exactly what I'm investing into, why I've been investing into it, and you can see the quantities and the gold that I have in those investments, and I'm really hoping they pay off in phase 2. Some of them have, once again, really high upsides and can make me so much gold in phase 2, and it would just be fun to see how much these numbers move as we get closer to phase 2. Maybe I'll have like 1.5k in total value when we get to phase 2, who really knows. Either way, let me know how much gold you have invested in the comments down below, and let me know your top item. If you're using TSM like I have, go to your ledger, let me know your top item and how much gold you have in total. Either way, that's the video for today. Just wanted to show you my investments, all of them. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like down below, and if you want more videos like this, then subscribe as well. We're doing basically daily videos for Season of Discovery and having a blast doing it. Either way, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.